So I didn't look ahead to see what we would be playing, so I have no plan going into this, but that's not really new. Hi YouTube, this is Teddy. We're back in Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic, and today we're playing Funtopia. The goal is to have 1,400 guests in your park at the end of October Year 3 with a rating of at least 600, and we've already got some rides in the park. Looks like a couple of really big ones. Well, at least that one really big one, and then the Ferris wheel and the corkscrew. This says they have several rides already operating though, so there's probably going to be more than that. Yeah, and then obviously we'll have to find space to build more stuff, so we're going to get into that. My cat's being very needy right now, so I'm playing with one hand at the moment while I'm trying to pet her. Alright, oh wait, hang on. Okay, no, yeah, we literally just have those three. Alright, yeah, so we just have the corkscrew. That is a corkscrew coaster, right? Yeah, that's a corkscrew coaster. And then this, whatever this is called, I don't, stand-up twister coaster. First things first, I'm pretty sure that this is a charge for the rides park. It is, so we have to go through our rides and make sure that they have the correct prices on them. Okay, so the big roller coaster is $17, and the smaller coaster is, I think, 12. Yeah, $12.80, so we should be good on money for the next little while. All right. Oh, okay, so this is a small park too. This is all of the space that we have in the park. So this is the only spot we can build on. So, okay, well, that's interesting. Good to know. We have boats unlocked, but there's no water anywhere in the park, which feels like cruel and unusual punishment. Okay, I want to do some gentle rides because I know that the rides that we have currently are very, very intense. So I'm going to put some Monorail Cycles down because those are a good one to build low to the ground. They have very low support limits and they can't like make any hills or anything. So I'm going to do those, and then we can build stuff like over them. Like right here in this little woods, it's like very flat, and so this is a really nice place for them to go. So yeah, we're going to do that. Oh, it's raining. Do we have the kiosk? We do. Oh, we have no stalls at all. Okay, so we should put some stalls in. First is the kiosk, though. Okay, now let's get some food in here for them and some bathrooms because we don't have any bathrooms. I was like, why is nobody buying umbrellas? I forgot to open the stupid stall. Now people are going to want to buy umbrellas. Unfortunately, there's no way to tell how much we can charge for this until people actually ride it. So we have to charge them the low price for a second, and then we can see how much it'll be. We also don't have benches or trash cans anywhere in the park, so while we're waiting on that, we're gonna put those. Alright, so our stats came back on that finally. It's excitement rating 2.30, intensity rating 0.28, and nausea rating 0.01, which is good because we need stuff with low nausea rating because everyone in this park is currently throwing up. Instead of 150, we should be charging 420 for this one. Okay, I'm also gonna run our ads because we need those to get people actually in here. It is raining a lot, so that's good because that means that we're gonna make lots of money on the umbrellas. Ooh, we have a lot of coasters actually. Okay, wow, I didn't realize how many coasters we have. We have side friction, wooden wild mouse, junior, looping roller coaster, my worst enemy, the suspended swinging coaster, and the Dini slide are the ones we don't have put in yet. We also did just unlock the river rapids, so I'm wondering if we shouldn't do one of those and then do a coaster or something after, because like I said, we do need more like kind of lower intensity rides because we've got a lot of high intensity rides now, so we'll do that. We'll put in a river rapids and then we'll start working on coasters of our own. Three boats on our river rapids. Okay, while I was waiting for that to test, I went ahead and recolored all of the boats on it. So now we have the stats, and it's 4.16 excitement, 1.55 intensity, and 0.93 nausea. So yeah, I don't think that that's the best one that we've ever built, but it's not too bad. It should get us a little bit of money and stuff. And it's another nice lower intensity ride for the people who like the lower intensity rides. We are going to balance it out soon with another coaster, so yeah. I could charge more for the on-ride photo because technically you can charge basically whatever you want for the on-ride photo because the guests are forced to buy it no matter what. But I'm going to be nice and I'm just going to leave it at the $2 that it gives us. Oh wait, I have to build a path to it. You know, I forgot that that's the thing that I have to do. I am going to make another path that goes like over the monorail because I feel like our park's going to get really crowded really fast. So let me do that. We can build over the road as long as we are at least 10 feet off of the road. So I had to build the path up and then have it go around and back down. Okay, our advertisements are almost up, so I'm gonna wait until those go out, and then I'm gonna refresh those, and then we're gonna start working on our next roller coaster. Oh, there they go. They're out now. I really want to do something a little bit exciting. So I don't really want to do the junior coaster or the wooden wild mouse since those are small. I think we're gonna go for the looping, so I think that'll look good. Or we can go with the wooden roller coaster, because we don't really have any like old roller coasters in here. Like we don't have any wooden ones, they're all steel coasters. Or do we stick with that theme of like having steel coasters in the park and just build more steel coasters? Yeah, I want to build a looping roller coaster, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm not actually sure if this one is going to work, but we're going to try it out anyway. It did take me way too long to build. Oh, it only took me about a month in game time. That's actually not that bad. Okay, 6.61 excitement, 7.09 intensity, 3.33 nausea. That is actually pretty good. And it went like up all the hills correctly. I was a little bit worried towards the end there because I didn't really do the rule where you're supposed to only go less high than you started with. I had it go exactly the same height, which was 10 feet off the ground because I had to get it back to the station somehow. So I was worried that it wouldn't get there, but it did, so yay. When I was fixing the path, I lost a guest somewhere in the woods. I'm trying to find him again. Oh, there he is. Alright, I rescued him. I also built out this path back here because we were facing some crowding issues again, so now I'll put benches and stuff along it. Oh, we unlocked the launch freefall. That's always a good one to put in because it doesn't take up a lot of space, so we'll do that one. And it does fit right between our corkscrew coaster here, so that's pretty neat. Okay, excitement rating on the launch freefall 3.52, and then intensity rating 6.93, and nausea rating 4.81. So yeah, not the most exciting launch freefall, also not the most intense, but that's okay. We don't want it to be too intense. We already have a lot of intense rides in here, so I can see this being one of the scenarios that's just a little bit too long because it is only August year one and we already have like a good chunk of the park filled up. We still got a lot of it to go, but I think like by year two, like by the end of year two, a lot of this will be pretty much filled up at the rate things that have been going. We'll see though. We'll see what I can come up with. I put a merry-go-round there because it fits perfectly in this little space here. Actually, this little gap I want to fill up with some flowers. Ooh, you know what? These would look really good next to it. Yeah, there we go. I do also kind of want to like fence those off. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Look at that. The good thing about this being a small park is that we don't really have a lot of guests getting lost. I'm sure we'll find a way to convolute the path system later where they will get lost, but for right now, they're not getting lost, which is cool. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that the wooden wild mouse is actually a hybrid coaster, which is a wooden support coaster with wooden supports, but a steel track. A lot of the times you get hybrid coasters out of like refurbished coasters, old wooden refurbished coasters, which you probably know this. I learned this from another YouTube video. I can't remember which one now, but yeah, so that's a hybrid coaster. And Open RCT 2 specifically introduces a type of roller coaster that is the hybrid coaster. And I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that the wooden wild mouse is like actually on a steel track. It's got wooden supports, but I think the track is steel, but it says specifically in the description of the wild mouse that it's small mouse-shaped cars on a wooden track, cars leaning over precariously as they traverse hairpin turns and sharp tips. So it is in fact a plain wooden coaster, and so because of that we are not going to put one in. We are going to put the souvenir stall up though. Okay, so I think our next coaster is going to be the junior coaster, so I like building that one, and it's a nice one to go right over this monorail thing. So yeah, this side of the park is looking pretty busy, so we're gonna start building more out this way as well. It is really hard to build like in this area because of how tightly this coaster is packed together. It's hard to get stuff like in between these tracks, which I ran into a little bit with this looping roller coaster, but yeah, we'll see what we can do later about that. But for right now, let's put the junior coaster. Okay, getting that back to the station took me a minute, but I think we got it figured out. Okay, 5.39 excitement, 4.82 intensity, and 3.45 nausea. That is not good. That's not good? No, that is good. I meant to say that's not bad. That is good. Because on all of our previous junior coasters, or our past couple junior coasters, we have not been meeting the stat requirements. So this one looks like it does meet the stat requirements, which is nice. I gotta build the path. And building the path is going to be kind of tricky, I feel like, because I built this coaster kind of stupid. Well, that's okay. We'll get it, though. We'll figure it out. There. That entrance path is really ugly, but oh well. Okay, I put another haunted house. Or I put a haunted house, just one down, so we can have another gentle ride. Trying to balance it out a little bit. And while we were doing the junior coaster, we did actually unlock the regular Wild Mouse, the Steel Wild Mouse. And because it's a steel coaster, now we can put in the Wild Mouse. This is such a stupid rule that I've made for myself, only doing the steel roller coasters. I don't know why I've done this, but oh well. It's more cohesive than my parks usually are, that's for sure. I was like, do I want to do a Wild Mouse right now? But I've got $50,000 in the bank, so I might as well. It's not like I have to save up for it or anything. That one took me a very long time. Pretty sure my ads ran out. Yeah, they did. I could not figure out how to get that one back to the station for the life of me. Alright, I'm losing park rating because people have to go to the bathroom, so we're going to put a couple more bathrooms around, open that one up, and then back there. Okay, stats on the Wild Mouse are 7.48 excitement, 7.11 intensity, and 4.57 nausea. So yay, it works. And it's got 9 cars on it, which is the most we've ever had on a Wild Mouse, so that's pretty cool. And I stopped my park rating from plummeting into the ground, so let's go. Alright, we decreased the price on some of our rides as well. I halved the price of the Grapevine, the Defibrillator, the River Rapids, and the Ferris wheel, which I don't see in front of me right now. Oh, there it is. Because guests are also complaining about running out of money, so I should help them a little bit. And we are charging $15.80 for the Wild Mouse, though. So there's another expensive one for them to have. Okay, yeah, the path to the Wild Mouse is pretty stupid, but oh well. Okay, we're not quite at the guest goal yet, but we're getting there, and our park rating is going up. So we're creeping towards that goal still. Since I did a roller coaster, what's the little ride I have to put up? It's also thundering outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background or not, but it is thundering. I'm hoping my power doesn't go out. So that'd suck if it did in the middle of the recording. It wouldn't interrupt my recording because I'm on a laptop. It'd just be inconvenient. I would have to stop to conserve battery. Alright, there's a crooked house that we put up to have more ride balance. We unlocked the Virginia Reel, but it runs on a wooden track. So, per my own rules for this park, I can't build it. That would be fun, though. The only steel coaster that I don't currently have in the park is the suspended swinging coaster. And now I don't really have a choice but to put it in here. So that's what we're going to do. And after I build that, I might stop recording for the night and come back tomorrow. Oh, my ads ran out. Yeah, procrastinating on doing that, actually. Procrastinating on building the suspended swinging coaster by refreshing my ads. All right, let's get it done. We'll do it over this way. Going out on top of some of the other rides here. A lot of guests who feel sick, so I want to really increase the number of benches that we have so that they actually will sit down on them and then not feel sick anymore. Alright, moment of truth for our suspended swinging coaster. No, yeah, this is going to be way too fast. Way too intense. Oh, maybe not. We don't have any penalties. We'll see. Okay, 6.54 excitement, 7.10 intensity, 7.61 nausea. This is not going to help with all of the guests who feel sick that are currently destroying our park rating, but whatever. I'm trying to find a good path to connect this to now. Okay, there we go. So the exit path has to go all the way around back out here. So that's the best I could do. Oh wait, hang on. I haven't recolored that or even changed the price on it. I just noticed it goes like through this corkscrew, through the Cobra roll. I almost forgot what that was called. Through the Cobra roll on the defibrillator, the corkscrew coaster. That's really cool. We unintentionally did something kind of cool with this coaster. Wow. Where the hell is that mechanic going? Where are you going? Get back on the path. I just realized I put a twist down and that's going to be another pukey ride, so it's also not going to help. But hey, we're back up to max park rating, so whatever. Okay, I've invested in queue line TVs for pretty much every queue in the park to keep people from leaving, because I need them to not leave. I keep having people leaving. I'm back down to 1,200 something, and I was at 1,300 before, so I need them to stay in line. I do kind of want to build some go-karts, because those are fun, and then we'll do our next steel coaster, which I believe is going to be the mini coaster. So I kind of wanted to put some go-karts, like, out here over the highway. Alright, there's our track out over the highway. I think it's looking pretty good. We've definitely got to put queue-line TVs on this one because this one has a very low throughput and people are not going to want to wait that long, but we're going to make them wait that long anyway. So, alright, on the go-karts, we've got 2.86 excitement, 2.68 intensity, and 0.53 nausea. Is the intensity rating usually that high? I don't feel like it is, but it's been a second since I've done the go-karts. So, we've got the dodgems, so we can go ahead and put those down. I know I said I was going to build the mini coaster. We'll do that in a second. And we'll do a top spin. I'm just doing like kind of some miscellaneous rides because it's the last month of October, so I'm going to build the mini roller coaster in year 3. 2.04 excitement, 4.80 intensity, and 5.74 nausea. So this is just a very, very pukey park. Thank goodness we have a lot of handymen. Okay, I slashed the prices on a bunch more rides because we are not hurting for money at all. Okay, now that it's year 3, now we have to start our mini coaster. I really don't want to do the mini coaster. I don't like the mini coaster, but I said we were going to build it, so we're going to build it. Where is it? Now I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Running out of space to put stuff, but that's okay. We'll work it out. My cat decided to get needy again. Always when I start recording, always when I sit down to start recording, she runs over and gets between my legs and starts meowing and stuff. So if you hear her, there she is. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out the most advantageous place to put this thing. Not a lot of spots for it, that's for sure. I hate it here. Our ads ran out. I thought I just refreshed those before I went. Already my Ferris wheel is in the way. Dang it. How tall is the Ferris wheel? How high does it go? Yeah, I really hate building this thing, but oh well, we got it done. Oh no, it can't get up that last little bit. Why is that? Hang on. Why can you not get up there? Oh, I don't think I continued the lift hill all the way, did I? Yeah, no, I don't think that this part is a lift hill. Now it should be able to go. Yeah, now I can get through, and that actually gave us another car. Now we have 6 cars on it, so yay. Okay, stats on that: 6.12 excitement rating, 5.32 intensity rating, and 3.83 nausea rating, so that's pretty good. Now I just have to figure out how to get the path to it, which I did not put it in a very advantageous place to building path, which figures. Oh, hey, it connects right there. Okay, so if we just do the same thing on the queue line, we can go to, no, you go down to platform there, around, down. Nope, that didn't work. Maybe down like that. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay. Cool. Okay, that wasn't that hard actually. We did unlock the balloon stall a little bit ago, so I gotta put balloon stall down. I almost forgot the queue line TVs on this one because this one has a very low throughput, so people might get stuck in line for a minute and we don't want them to leave. Also, my ads already ran out and I feel like I just put them up, but I guess I spent that long building the mini coaster. We unlocked the roto drop and we'll do it a little bit small so that it's not like crazy intense. We need a fence. We need a fence so this does not become a square and people get confused by the path. Alright, I love how even the smaller roto drop has excitement of 4.72, intensity 6.76, and nausea 6.76. You know what? I'm kind of curious, actually. I want to know if we build another roto drop, how tall we can make it. Like, what's the maximum height that we can put it to? And what are the stats gonna be when we get it to max height? Good lord, it's still going. It's at 585. Okay, it stopped at 585 feet. So now we have to test it. Oh my god, it's all the way down there. It's like you have to go down so far. We have to go all the way out to see all of it. Jesus. Oh my god, this is so silly. I know that this is gonna like break their neck or whatever. This big one. And so it's gonna be way too intense for us to keep. I just want to do it as an experiment because I think it'll be really funny. If we can keep it though, we'll keep it. We'll just have both of them going in the park. This will be the one for little pussies and this will be the one for giga chads, but that probably won't amount to anything. It's still going. Oh my gosh. It's finally at the top. Now it's gonna go all the way down. Christ. Max speed 102 miles an hour. Intensity rating 25. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, alright, okay. Curiosity satisfied. Let's open up this one now. Oh my god, this person is extremely nauseous and rested up on the bench just enough to like be able to walk because this person is very sick and like keeps getting up and then going right back to the bench to sit down because they are too sick to basically do anything else. And then, but that other person was very sick and then immediately queued for the roto drop, which has a nausea rating of like 6. So why would you do that to yourself? We don't have any steel coasters left to build. It's just all the wooden ones, but we do have the splash boats. So we can build some splash boats since they're pretty easy to build. I gotta, like, I'm raising everything up. I gotta put them way up so that they can actually go over stuff. Alright, there we go. There's our nice big splash boats ride. How many boats we got? Oh, 20. Okay, we got 20 boats. Oh, I can't put it there because the Ferris wheel is in the way. I was like, why is it not letting me do this? Okay, well, we're already experiencing some issues. Alright, now I can do the path. Okay, now we're going to set it to test again and we're going to build the path. Alright, can't figure out how to build this. Okay, there, I got a path that goes over it now to this other path, and that should work. Okay, that path took me so long to build that the stats are already calculated. 5.96 excitement, 2.59 intensity, 1.54 nausea. That's actually really good on the excitement rating. So I don't know if the splash boats counts towards our all steel everything, because I'm pretty sure that these supports are wooden supports. However, the game doesn't count this as a roller coaster, and I did not say that I was not going to build anything wooden ever, unless I go back through the edit and find that I actually did say that, in which case, oops, it's been a couple hours. I don't remember if I said that or not, but we're still counting it. It's still fine. This one probably doesn't need Q-line TVs because the throughput on the splash boats is actually pretty high because I think you can fit like 16 people per boat or something like that. But I'm still gonna do it anyway just because I've been doing it on all the others and I don't like the inconsistency there. I've spent too long messing around with this design where it loops up and then does a barrel roll across and then loops back down, but you can't do anything with that design because it doesn't have powered launch mode, so I have to take it down. I just spent all of that time doing basically nothing and now it's August year 3, so yay, that's great. The compact inverted coaster we unlocked, and I don't think we have one of those in here already. No, we don't. We shouldn't anyway. Yeah, because the other one's a corkscrew, the one that the park came with. And this is our last steel coaster that we have to build, so let's do it. That one. I was like, we just unlocked the reverser roller coaster, but that one's made out of wood. So per the own stupid arbitrary rule I set for myself on this one, I don't know why I did that, but because of that, can't do it. Let's put it back here. I feel like there's more room for it back here. I'm gonna have a heck of a time getting the path to it, but oh well, we'll figure it out. change this car because what this car does depends on what we have to do. So we might have to make this back here a lift hill in order to get it up all the way. We'll see though. Okay, now we can get up that hill. That's good. Okay, 6.52 excitement, 7.83 intensity, and 6.62 nausea. So yay, we got it right on the first try. I think the only red that we've had that's been too extreme has been that roto drop that I was just fucking around with and making extreme on purpose. Okay, it is the 14th of October, year 3, so I have 2 weeks to build this path. Let's see if I can get it done. I should be okay, but we'll see. I say that now, but then I'll probably find some way to mess it up. Okay, there's the entrance done. Now we have to do the exit. Okay, I managed it with this very twisty, curvy staircase. So let's open that. And it's now the 25th of October. Okay, so cool. We got that done right on time then. Gonna give my ads a quick refresh, even though we've only got a week. Never hurts to get a few more guests in here before the thing goes out. What the heck? My mechanic didn't get the notification that the haunted house was broken because he was under the path for some reason. Now he's fixing it though. Alright, we did it. So this goal was to have 1,400 guests in your park at the end of October year 3 with a rating of at least 600, which our park rating is going down, but right now it's at max, and we have almost 2,000 guests. We have 1,992. So yeah, that was Funtopia. Zoom out. There's all our balloons going. But yeah, there's the park. There's a lot going on here. Like, there's a lot. I had so much trouble building stuff because there is not a lot of space in this park. This actually was a pretty good challenge. I was like, oh, it's probably going to be one of those where I don't need the full 3 years, but I did fill up the full 3 years, even without building the wooden roller coasters and only doing the steel ones. So yeah, I was worried about the size of the park, but by the end of year 3, I'm like, no, yeah, that was about the right amount of length for that scenario. This is not a very good, like, continue to expand park, though, because like I said, I was already running out of room by the end. I'm sure if you did some more smaller, compact roller coasters, you could fit more in here, but I'm not good at doing those, as evidenced by the fact that I never make the mini coaster very mini. But yeah, that was Funtopia. Subscribe for more mediocre roller coasters, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.